Baby, how old? 4-year-old girl. See that cop window shut off? Was it kidnapping victim? No, it wasn't. Well, according to the scanner, they was shooting at a building or something, a house or something. Check on y'all peoples. Check on y'all peoples. It's too early for this.
What's going on? It's My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Over 270 children shot in Chicago as of September 2nd, 2021. This headline is from like June, I found. Chicago, 4-year-old. She was shot twice in the arm. I'm going to also bring you guys Travell Miller Gilmore, 33 years old, never broke a law in his life, had a twin brother, was a bartender at Navy Pier. 33 years old, he was shot and killed while he was with his 7-year-old daughter. He had to shield her. Also, the Chicago highway sniper has been busy. Random shootings every day this week. Nobody has raised a red flag. I watched the YouTube video, I watched my comments, and everybody still think it's gangbangers. Y'all would be sadly mistaken. I think that this serial shooter / killer is operating also in our communities. And I'm going to bring you guys why. I'm going to come back to this 4-year-old little girl being shot and killed. Before I do, Dexter Darden, 41 years old, 4000 block of West Crenshaw, North Lawndale. What do I see? Yeah, you right. You see it. It's a camera everywhere you turn. Oh, by the way, so glad the mainstream media, they follow me. Sometimes they send me messages like, yo, where'd you get this footage from? Can we get that? How nice of y'all to join me. Look at this. Listen to what he gonna say.
We know that there are many surveillance cameras in that neighborhood.
Superveillance, but we know that there's many surveillance cameras in that neighborhood.
We know that there are many surveillance cameras in that neighborhood.
Yeah, there is. There you go. Thank you. Also, speaking of surveillance cameras, Warren Horde, 52 years old, 5100 block of West Madison, Austin, West Side, Chicago. Yup, the whole thing. That whole thought unfolded right underneath that camera. I say that to say, look at this here. Before I bring y'all the Chicago highway sniper, you know what? Let me bring y'all that. Mainstream media.
Expressway shooting. You may remember yesterday we talked about 2 reported shootings on I-57 that state police were investigating. At the time, we checked in with Illinois State Police, and as of yesterday morning, they said that they had reported or been investigating 164 reported expressway shootings on Chicago, Cook County area expressways. So add to this another one now here this morning on the outbound trip of the Edens here. All lanes shut down at Foster. Can't get back on till Peterson. Take a look. We flew over earlier in Skycam when we heard reports of this. This is near Devon and Cicero, where the driver was able to get off the expressway after the shooting reportedly happened here. Now police are out there working to find any evidence. So this all took place starting at 5:30 this morning, but they're out there now with this closed.
No evidence. Now, she said 164 in the Chicago, Cook County area. It is at least 400 in the last 2 years. There was 167. We was at 220 back in March. Over 400. All same MO. No suspects, no motive, no clue, no shell casing. 0. 3 people caught. That was apparent road rage, evident road rage, where the person was caught within 24 hours. There was an incident. Cutting off, big issue. They got the suspect's car, license plates, easy, open, shut. I watched some YouTube channels, some comments. Oh, just gangbangers, gangbangers. Wow, we must have the most sophisticated professional gangbangers on the planet. They run into the ops all day, every day. Wow. Let's start calling them the Chicago highway gangbangers. You want to convince me 400 different gangbangers? The problem is this. No gangbangers shot. Wow. Old ladies, women, children, ladies being shot. Gangbangers shoot at who? They're ops. Why ain't no ops being shot? Do y'all not raise any questions? I've done over 100 videos. Go to my YouTube channel. Over 100 videos every day. No suspect, no motive, no clue, no shell casings. When you gotta shoot somebody, you gotta raise out. You're not gonna shoot inside your car. And then you gotta have a passenger. You can't just ride up on your ops or just blast out the window. And if you blast it out the window, it's going to be shell casings everywhere. They're going to shut the highway down, get those shell cases. Granted, you can get your fingerprints off, cool. I'm going to bring you guys to family of father shot, killed. Taking a 7-year-old daughter to school, seek answers. They did a press conference. I can't even watch it again. I will not watch it again. It was hard to watch. All right, so Travell Miller Gilmore, 33. He was a bartender. He has a twin brother, and they called themselves the I forget what it was. Joyful Passion, no enemies, never broke a law in his life. Nobody understands what, why, or how. You know what, in my inbox on Facebook, somebody else sent me some random shootings and killings and saying, hey, I think the Chicago Highway Snipers actually are operating in the community. And I do too. I said this before. There was a random 14-year-old boy that was shot, never broke a law in his life, never did. It was a lot of suspicious killings. And the fact that most of them are underneath these surveillance cameras. We know for an absolute fact they're not being used as evidence to prevent crime. And if they're not preventing crime, are they there just to enjoy the show? Watching experiments? Remember, the projects was actually just a little projects. Sit back and let's just watch what we do. Let's give a freedom of choice where we pay you for mistakes and see if you make more of them. Let's see how this destroys a family structure. And once in 1973, once we said, oh wow, this project really worked. Let's quadruple the reward for bad behavior. And it's been downhill ever since. It's been downhill ever since. 4-year-old little girl shot while walking with the father. This young man never broke a law in his life, Travell. His father's going to say that there was somebody in a car, like 5 cars behind him. Whoever it was got out, walked up to him. He was on the phone with his mother. His mother had to hear this. His daughter had to witness it. She also, both of them spoke at the press conference. Nobody knows anything. If you saw something, say something. These murders will continue. Will continue. I watched the comments, and the first thing everyone says is, yo, y'all throw a fit if it's a police officer or anything in y'all community. But all these babies being shot and killed, nobody even raises one eyebrow. Nothing. Told y'all, Chinatown, shut that city down. Oh, no. Not here, it won't. No, y'all won't. Y'all ain't bringing this here. Y'all can keep that wherever y'all want, but y'all won't bring it here. And ain't nobody brought it there since. A sense of urgency. They said, hey, look, we finna set up cameras everywhere. Patrols everywhere. And I don't care if you think we watching you, because we are. Yeah, I'm going to follow you. You walk through that neighborhood. They like, yeah, we following you. Tragedy on many levels. There was another guy out there, the 4-year-old little girl, 61st and Wallace in Englewood. I've brought you guys at least 10 to 15 people killed in Englewood alone last month. It'll probably be 10 to 15 more this month. We need to talk solutions. Community meetings, community neighborhood watches. Children in our community, man. Anyway, appreciate everybody sending me stories. I got a lot more for you. When our children, when our babies are being shot, when our elderlies are being shot, killed, and carjacked, and it's nothing. Y'all gonna hear a few cats out here talking about what happened.
Lawndale, Austin, everywhere throughout the city, we get children shot. So if you know you're a target, keep the kid out the car. If you know you're a target, don't walk your kid to the store. Let somebody else walk your kid to the store. And men, we gotta come out in the morning and get these kids a safe passage to and from school. You know, make sure they get to school. They got the right to go learn. They got the right to ride their bikes. They have the right to do all the things we could do when we were younger. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
In some of these communities, I did, one of my homeboys was a dean at one of these high schools, and he invited me out to do motivational speaking. And I came out, I spoke to his high school. Young kids. These young kids at 16 and 17 been to more funerals than the average person in their lifetime. Teenagers. And I told them like this here, look at your 30 of them in the room at least. Look at your person next to you. All y'all look next to the person next to you. Half y'all gonna be dead in the next 10 years. If you don't get about this lifestyle, In fact, some people just move. Some places, honestly, it's going to get worse before they get even better. But if you live that lifestyle, my point was, if you live that lifestyle, it's where you're going to be. Ain't no sugarcoating it. You live that lifestyle, it's what you're going to end up with. Especially older folks. I got partners, friends. Man, you know, when you have a child, yo, man, ain't beef with anybody, man. Squash it. Squash it. Get about that lifestyle, especially if you have a child. But, man, my thing is this. Who's doing all this killings? Somebody in my inbox was like, yo, man, this ain't all the usual suspects. Something else is going on. There's like, man, it's happening on the highways, random people. But also in the communities, it's random people. I did a show where in Bellwood, there were some girls in a car just driving, stopped at a stoplight, and boom, 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 somebody lit the whole car up, shot several females. They all lived, but random. There was a few random shootings in communities. No suspect, no motive, no clue. Just cars drove up, boom, boom, boom. Random. People with no enemies. Never gangbanged. People walking with their kids. People in the car with their kids. This dude was in the car with his kids, randomly shot. Dude walking with his daughter, shot. Something ain't adding up. We got to start asking questions. Every one of these all under surveillance cameras. Something ain't adding up. I believe in coincidences. 1, 2. Somebody said, oh man, gangbangers. Now the reason why the shell cases, they're shooting from inside the car. Okay, I can see 1. I can see 5. Hell, I even give you 20. But 400 something? And I was saying 400 something a month ago. Go back to my channel. Last 5 videos all been Chicago Highway Sniper. And I'm going to label this Chicago Highway Sniper. Same MO. No suspect, no motive, no clue. Anyway, those on Facebook, go to YouTube, go to My Life in the Chi, My Life in the CHI. Those on YouTube already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Something odd going on. Something ain't adding up when random people are just being shot and kids are also involved. Something ain't adding up. Surveillance cameras, 270 children. Something ain't adding up. Anyway, like, subscribe. Peace, peace.